Hello everybody, it's Will here. It's July 9th. It's been several weeks since I've last actually gone through the existing hive. The last time I went through that hive is when I split it into this new one. So I ended up pulling the existing queen out of this hive and putting her into this one along with a bunch of workers and frames to support them. That was quite the adventure because it took me a while to find her. There were queen cells in this box the last time I was in it. They should have had plenty of time for the new queen to emerge, for her to go out and get mated and then come back and lay eggs. So I made sure I gave them probably 3 weeks. Gave her 3 weeks to do all that. So my goal today is to go through and make sure that hive is queen right, or that there is a queen there. And I also want to check the new split that I did to make sure that that's queen right and she's doing what she's supposed to be doing. And then as I find the queens, my plan is to mark the new queen and remark the old queen, because most of the paint on the old queen was rubbed off. So I'm going to use this. They call it a one-handed queen catcher. It has a sliding door, so you basically get the queen in here and you slide this door gently shut, and then you can use this plunger here to gently push her up so you can use the pen to mark her. And since this year the year ends in a 1, the color is white, so I got my pen ready to go, and I'm going to get this stuff in my pocket and we'll get started. Be interesting to see what's going on. The other thing I did was, since I last went through the hive, is I pulled the honey super off, the honey medium. I extracted the honey from all the frames, and I put the empty box of frames, then the wet frames, onto the new hive so the bees could clean up the honey and use that as resources. The medium box on this hive was just foundation. Frames with foundation, so it'll be interesting to see. Hopefully they started doing something with that, drawing comb out on it. Been trying to get them to draw more comb on honey frames forever now, and hopefully they're to a point where they're going to do it. This hive looks good. Looks like they're pretty busy. I'll set this here. Before I do anything, I want to look at the entrance to this one. Got some stuff going on. Oh, there's some foragers coming in. So hopefully, as time goes, the numbers will get built up in this box. I'm going to be going through both of them today, so we'll see how they're doing. Never had two hives before, so this is be a learning experience for me. It'd be kind of nice to have a backup hive I can pull, or 2 hives I can pull resources back and forth on as needed. Looks like we got plenty of bees up here. And this is glued down pretty tight, I'm sure, because I haven't been here in a few weeks. Yeah. Look at all that propolis. I'll probably scrape some of that off and sell it for a pretty penny. So we'll get this here. Kind of want to go through this a little bit to see if they've actually done anything other than glue everything down. So I'm going to pull the frame, pull some frames. I'm not going to pull all of them. Pull the center one here. Alright, so they are drawing some comb, so that's good. Hopefully they keep that up. Looks like we got some comb started on this one too, right in here, this little patch. And on this side, got some just kind of starting there, so good, they're finally doing something with it. So I'm not going to mess around with this too much. And I think the next time I come through here, I'm going to clean up some of this propolis. But in the meantime, I'm going to pull this honey super off. Try to, at least. Again, they'll have stuff super glued down because I haven't been through the boxes in a while. Okay, take a look. From the looks of it, looks like there's plenty of workers here. I'm going to pull the excluder off. Quick check to make sure that the queen bee's not on it. I'm going to set that back here for now, out of the way. Okay. That propolis. All right. Seem to be pretty mellow. So I don't want to really have to go through the whole box if I don't have to. I really just want to make sure that it's queen right, that there's a queen here and she's laying eggs. And I want to find the queen so I can mark her. Okay. This frame has some weight to it. Some queen cup at the bottom, queen cell at the bottom that they tore down. And I'm grateful that the sun's out right now, so it makes it a little easier to see what's going on. So they're packing this full of nectar, which is good. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it stops here. So they're leaving room for the queen, a queen to lay. They tend to put the resources around. They actually build like a soccer ball, if you can imagine a 3D soccer ball size nest in here. To leave that area open for her to lay. And this is chock full of capped honey and nectar. I'm not expecting to see eggs on here, but I am taking a quick glance to see if I see a queen. This queen's going to be unmarked. Couple of guard bees coming after me a little bit. Alright, so now we're really going to start in earnest looking for the queen. They're packing this full of nectar too. No sign of eggs. I'm really hoping one of those queen cells emerged. I mean, the numbers are pretty high, so I would think that everything's good. Now, I did put some empty foundation in here, and they drew that out. So that's good. Didn't draw this side out yet. Put nectar away up here too. Okay. This is a butterbean comb frame, and that is chocked full of honey. See the queen or any sign over here. I'm actually gonna rearrange and put this one out here. Of course, when I need it, the sun went in. No eggs. No cap cells so far. It's getting a little worrying. There's at least 4 queen cells in this box. Okay, there's some pollen stores there. Bee bread, so maybe she's working the bottom box, because they are kind of putting nectar and everything up here. Queen cups, but they're all empty. Nothing but nectar and honey here. Same with this one. So far we're bust on any eggs or any sign of a queen in this top box. Same way with this one. Tell you what though, if they cap, there's some drone. If they cap all this honey off, I'm half tempted to pull it and just leave them with the medium super on. See, that's all nectar. Alright. Absolutely no sign of the queen in this top box. That's a little worrying. Now, if it turns out that there's not a queen, and my other hive over here is doing okay, and not, there's a frame of eggs, I can put a frame of eggs over here, and be okay. Okay. I mean, the numbers are way up. Okay. Get this frame spaced. Ready to pull this other box. Come on. Okay. That's about 60 pounds. Alright. So into the bottom box. Super numbers. This frame's loosened a little bit. Again, I haven't been through this box in a couple of weeks. So like 3 weeks. So I would suspect if I was queenless that the numbers wouldn't be as high. Tons of bee bread down here. Alright, that's encouraging. Nectar, bee bread. I mean, can't complain about the number of bees, holy cow. Now this is foundation when I put it in. I'm drawing it out. But nectar there. So maybe this was the case where the queen emerged, flew off to get mated, and never came back. Plenty of pollen and bee bread. Pollen and bee bread. No signs of laying. I'm going to kind of go through this a little faster now because till I see capped cells. If I don't see capped cells, I know what happened. Nothing here. and it kind of explains a little bit why they're just a tad bit of more go-getters as far as pulling nectar in, and a little more aggressive. I wouldn't call it aggressive, but a little more active than they normally are. There's signs of laying. There's signs of laying. I would be surprised if this isn't queenless. Nothing, nothing. Nothing, nothing. Definitely queenless. Alright. So, I think what I'm going to do then is see what's going on with this. Nectar and fairly open. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to leave that hive sit the way it is right now. And hopefully this hive has some queen cells going on, I mean some eggs going on. Because I'm going to put some frames of eggs into that other box so that they can make a queen. Whoop. So change of plans today. I'm not going to mark any of them. I'm just going to do what I need to do to get a queen in that other hive. So they clean these frames out pretty good. Alright. Actually feels like they put some nectar away in it. Alright. You can see this is still nuked sized. Get my frame puller here. Okay, capped cells over here. Larva. Real young larva. Pull this next frame. Capped larva. I don't see any eggs on this one. Okay. That's all capped. That's all capped. Okay. Pull this one. Captain open larva. Nothing going on over here. Okay. Alright, so I think I'm going to pull this first frame that I saw. I need to make sure the queen's not on it. Taking a really good look to see if I can make sure she's not on this frame. Not doing anything with that. Alright. 1/3 luck. Feel better if I saw her. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to shake the bees off of this frame because it has eggs and very young larvae. I'm going to put it in the other hive so that they can hopefully make a new queen. So. Alright, so I'm going to put this in here. Right in the middle. Means I need to pull a frame from here. That's the one I just put in, dummy. Okay. Pull this frame. Okay, so now I'm going to shake the bees off of this frame so I can move it over to that box. Okay. And I'm going to button this up. So hopefully they'll take those eggs and young larvae and make an emergency queen out of it. Button this up. And I do want to poke around that other hive a little bit more, so Gonna get these bees off the edge. Okay. Put this little box back on. Holy cow. It's about 60 pounds. All right. Just button that up. Well, I'm glad I split the hive. Because that allowed me to do just that. I pulled eggs and young larvae from here, put it into there. So that gave me, they have a chance of getting a new queen. Right now I'm kind of just poking around here to see what they're doing. Working that for honey. This is the frame I just pulled. Plenty of space. Should give queen, the existing queen, plenty of room to lay. There is young larvae and stuff in this one as well. Actually, I'm thinking maybe I should throw this one in too. I think that's what I'm going to do. This frame right here has eggs and tons of really young larvae in it. Like she was just laying here. So I'm going to put that one, I'm going to open this up again. Although I'm going to put this one in the top box. Sorry girls, doing this again. Alright. Find a decent frame up here to give them as a replacement. Check them off. This one in. All right. Button this one up. I'm not going to mess around with this too much anymore. lined up. Cover on. Outer cover on. Okay. Trying to be speedy because I think I see a storm. So they have 2 frames of eggs and larvae that they can use to make themselves queen right. So when I come back here next week, I should see queen cells. We'll try this again. All right. Well, we're off to such a good start this year, and now we're struggling. But I will say the good thing is we have I have a backup hive now. That I can use. Which I just did. Alright. So things didn't go according to plan, but that's not that unusual and with me. So what I ended up doing is using the split I had just made to try to rescue my big colony here. Gave them some fresh eggs and larvae. Since they're queenless, they should realize that, and they'll turn one of those eggs into a new queen. And then this box will carry on as it is. It's looking a little weak, but there are some capped brood, a couple rounds of capped brood that are going to come out. It's almost like a brand new nuke box, really. They just need time to build out the rest of the frames. So, all right, folks, that's going to be it for me today. I'll be back next week to see how we're doing with queen cells. Hopefully, we have them, and then I'd really like to find the queen in the new split, so I can get her marked. So, again, that's it. You guys have a great week ahead, and be safe.